I love that music, guys. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me because for some weird reason I was having issues with my mic. But welcome in and welcome back to Travel Adventures with Tink. Guys, it's been a while since we actually seen each other here on a live stream. Because I wasn't here last week because I was traveling, doing all sorts of different things. But guys, thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jackie Gonzalez. I am Travel Adventures. I'm also a an Expedia Cruise travel advisor. And for those of you who have been here in the community, welcome back, guys. We're going to have a great show. It's going to be packed with information. Today, we're going to be talking about the royal changes of 2026 because there's massive amounts of changes coming for this year. Lots of stuff going on with royal. So we got to give you guys all the deets on that. And I'm actually wearing one of my new Travel Adventure shirts. These are the new ones coming in. Look at that. They're coming in hot, guys. Coming in hot. So these are the new shirts that are going to be going out eventually for sale for everybody. If you guys want to catch one, it comes in every different color. Yes, we got to be all travel adventure out. So welcome back, guys. Happy Tuesday, and hopefully you guys are doing great. Thank you so much for being here, Donnell and Jen. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. And for everybody that does not comment, thank you guys for being here and actually hearing my live stream. I know, thank you. This is the new one. I actually wore this for the first time on World America, and it was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. People were trying to figure out, I didn't know you have a YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel has been all over the place over there. We had a great time in World America, guys. I had a magnificent time. Vlogs are coming in soon. Hopefully this Thursday, we will have the first embarkation day. And it was just phenomenal. I had the time of my life. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I put a lot of different posts there of all the people that we met. And I'm still trying to put more stuff in there because we just had a lot going on. A lot of people have asked me, how did I like World America? Well, for those of you that maybe not know this, I actually was there for their naming ceremony. And it was kind of strange, guys, because I went there for the naming ceremony. And then when I was back there, I was celebrating her first year anniversary. So it kind of like was a full circle for me. And it was nice to be back on World. I love World America. I love the MSC brand. I think it's amazing. They did a really good job with the World America, bringing it together. But for me, that week, since I was in different seminars, all sorts of different stuff going on, I felt that I kind of like really didn't enjoy like the cruise itself because I was just immersed in so much other stuff. But in the same perspective, I had a really great time, with the cocktail parties, meeting all sorts of amazing friends, travel advisors from Canada, United States, meeting everybody like in Royal Caribbean Princess, Norwegian, having dinners, having lunch. We had an amazing time, guys. And you're going to see all of that on the vlogs. These vlogs are going to be a little bit different because it's more my life as a travel advisor when I go on these seminars. So I'm kind of like bringing you kind of in so that you can see the things that we do and how do we prepare ourselves as a travel agent to provide the best service, for you guys out there. So that's one of the cool things, that I get to enjoy and do. So welcome in everybody that's coming in. We're going to talk about Royal Caribbean. I'm not sure how many of you guys know, but Royal Caribbean is actually doing a massive change. They have actually 10 massive changes coming to Royal Caribbean in 2026. And we're here to talk about all of them. And I'm going to start because it's a lot to go through. And, we just have 1 hour. I know we could go a little bit extra, but we only have like an hour. So I want to be mindful of you guys' time. So here we go. So, if for those of you that don't know, or maybe never heard of Royal Caribbean, this company, how would I say, they're always doing something. They can never sit still for a long time. And in 2020, they're shaping to be another busy year for the cruise line for sure. They're especially when they're doing all these new ships. I'm not sure if you guys know, but the Icon class family is going to grow. They actually ordered 2 more Icons. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you do the math between all 7 of them, I think you can probably put about a little bit under 60,000 passengers within all 7 in the fleet. So the new destinations are opening, loyal changes rolling out, and a few tweaks, onboard policies and regular crews definitely, to notice in 2026. On top of that, several existing ships are getting major upgrades this year, and the line continues to invest heavily on the fleet, guys. So if you're a Royal Caribbean lover or you're loyal to Royal, guys, it is amazing. Actually, today I actually got an email. They have the Royal credit card. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but they actually have a Royal credit card. It was crazy. It came in my email today, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like different. So if you're planning a Royal Caribbean cruise in the next 2 years, here are some of the biggest changes happening in 2026. And there's 10 of them. So we're going to go through all 10. Just let me know in the comments, what do you guys think as we go and, we dig down deep into these 10 different massive changes. Let me know what you guys think, whether you like that change, maybe you don't like that change. We're going to go through all of it together, and we're going to discuss and talk about this. Number 1, a brand new Icon class ship is launching. This is something that they talked about this week. The biggest headline for Royal Caribbean in 2026 is the launch of another brand new ship. Legends of the Seas will be in the fleet November, which I will be in the inaugural sailing on that ship, which I don't know if you guys know. I got an email when I was on World America that I think the ship is going to be here, I think 3 days before. So they asked me if I wanted to change it. I said nope, because the inaugural sailing is going to still be on the 11th. And I'm going to be on that ship on the 11th for the inaugural sailing. So I'm looking forward to actually doing that. So it's going to be a lot of fun to bring that out to you guys. We're probably going to do a live streaming because, I love live streaming from the new ship so you guys can see it. But this is a huge success of the Icon class. Her maiden sailing is going to be scheduled for the 4th of July of 2026, but it's not going to be here in America. It's going to be in Europe. So I do have a couple of my customers that are actually on those types of sailing. And she will begin a series in the Mediterranean cruise for the summer season. And then she's going to come here for the fall part of it. So after that, she'll reposition across the Atlantic in the start of for Fort Lauderdale in November, which is the one that I'm going to be taking. And she's going to be here for the winter season. Whenever Royal Caribbean launches a new ship, it's a big deal. Not only does it give cruisers another option to book these ships, usually debuted the new Okay, so Legends of the Seas is expected to introduce several new experiences, as you guys know. And one of them is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory stage musical. It is a new Royal Railway dining concept called Legend Station and a Hollywood-themed supper club. For those of you that know that you guys have been on Icon or on Star, this is something that they're trying to do new. But the newer thing is what they're bringing in from Utopia, which is the Royal Railway. It's like a tongue twister, that one. So they're bringing that into Legends, and they're going to call it the Legend Station. I'm not sure how many of you guys have done the actual Royal Railway dining concept. I actually did it on Utopia. To me personally, it was great. I had a great time. The pricing is what it was a little hard, because I figured that it was going to be a little bit less than what they were at the end. The end price was, but nonetheless, a 90-minute dinner and experience like that, it was great. So kudos to Royal, for something like that. Plus now there's also, they're debuting a show based on America Got Talent. So I don't know how many of you guys knew that America Got Talent is coming into Legends of the Seas. And with this new ship launch, expect a lot of, people are going to talk about it. It's going to be finally when it enters the service. And I know a lot of people can't wait to sail on her. I'm one of those people. So it's going to be great to see. I'm going to be in Star in June. and then I'm going to be going back to Star in October. So I'll be doing a Star class ship this year twice. So I want to go and enjoy the Star a little bit before the Legends comes through, because in November then I'll be doing Legends. And I'm hoping to going into Heroes after that. Number 2, a new Royal Beach Club is opening in Santorini, which actually, at the time of this information, it already opened in Santorini. So for those of you that are going to maybe Athens and maybe taking a cruise on a royal ship, you guys might want to check this place out. It's the Royal Beach Club in Santorini. And it has been expanding their private destinations experience all over the world. And in 2026, they will arrive in Europe for the first time. Let me tell you, they have amazing. This is great because they have 11 different things that you can do in this Royal Beach Club. And the Royal Beach Club in Santorini is set to open in April, so which already it did. It opened already, and the first line private beach destination anywhere in Europe. So the first ever Royal Beach Club in Europe opens the summer of 2026, and it's going to have an exclusive beach. It's going to have loungers and umbrella, transportation, buffet, food trucks, Greek frozen yogurt, welcome bar and coffee station, changing cabana, towels hut, and a DJ booth. All of that, guys. It's going to have all of that for you guys. So think about it. Here you go. You're going to be going to Athens. And then from there, you're going to just enjoy your beach day in the Royal Beach Club there in Santorini. I'm looking forward to going there in 2028 because we're going to do a group cruise in Greece during that time. So I'm looking forward to going over there. Hello and welcome in, Miss Queen of Disney, Miss Samara. Thank you so much, my love, for being here today with us. But this is one still a little different. Rather than being a standalone beach day like Coco Cay, it's a part of a broader experience called the Ultimate Santorini Day that combines time exploring and island-famous towns, including Oia and Fira. And if you guys have never been to Oia, that is the place where you find the blue domes and you get beautiful pictures. And if you do go there, just keep in mind, if you want to take one of those really nice, cool photo shoots things, they actually do them in Oia and you can reserve them ahead of time. With access to more relaxed beach, club setting, the idea is to blend Royal Caribbean, usual service, and organizations with some of the feels much more rooted in the destination itself. Think less like of a water park and more like scenic views and local touches and a slower pace. So it's more like for you to go in and kind of chill and relax. It's not like perfect day. The details are still, limited. They're still coming out with new things. They're still trying to curate all the premium style experiences, in high energy private island and things like that, because they're going to open it up and then they're going to figure out what works and what doesn't work and tweak it from there. Hi, hello, cruise ship drone. How are you? And thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Hold on. He's like, Mike. Hold on. This is Mike, aka former cruise nuts. Oh my God! Hello, Mike. I forgot that your channel changed. So welcome in, Mike. And I do apologize that what happened with your channel. I truly do apologize about that. But thank you so much for being here, Mike, and your beautiful wife. So thank you guys for being here with me today, with Miss Tracy as well. We're going to go with number 3. Another new Royal Beach Club is opening in Mexico. Guys, they're going to open this beach club. It's going to be in Cozumel. So you know that they have the one in Costa Maya. And guys, I went to Costa Maya. I haven't seen anything being built over there where they're supposed to have the Royal Beach Club. So I'm not sure what's happening with Costa Maya. But the Royal Beach Club is continuing to be in a Royal Beach Club concept with another location set to open in the Caribbean. The Royal Beach Club in Cozumel is scheduled to debut in December of 2026, which is this year, and following the launch of the Royal Beach Club in Nassau in late 2025. Next month, guys, we're going to be on Utopia of the Seas. and we got tickets to go check out the Royal Beach Club in Nassau because, we got to check it out. We got to see what's all about. I love that I have a lot of people that said that, they have mixed situations. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but I always like to check it out because, I like to see, what my customers are telling me, and what is it that they like. And, we do these seminars, like I went last week, and then you kind of give feedback to Royal and all of them of what people don't like and don't like. I'm not sure if you guys are part, because I know that Royal and Celebrity, they have these things where you can be a part of a group and you can give them information and ideas. So when they're building these ships, they actually take into consideration your ideas. I'm not sure if you guys knew that existed, but yeah, that's out there. So unlike the perfect day at Coco Cay, which includes with many itineraries, the Royal Beach Club concept works more like a short excursion. Guests can purchase a day pass to access the private beach area, no different than Paradise Beach or Mr. Sancho's or Cusa Beach now that is brand new. The Cozumel location will feature 2 heated pools, a swim-up bar, and a stretched beachfront with plenty of loungers and shaded areas. There will also be food hall servings, local dishes and drinks inspired in Mexican flavors. Not enough chairs at the beach club. I know that Jen and Donnell had told me about the beach club situation. So I'm looking forward to checking it out and see what it's all about so I can give my opinion on it. The club is expected to be about 10 minutes from where the cruise ship docks, with transportation provided by a shuttle bus, taxi, or water transportation. So you can get there either or ways. The Royal Caribbean says that the goal is to create a perfect beach day, combining great food, music, pools, and a beach time all in one place. Now, this next bullet point that we're going to talk about here, for some people, they love it. And I think a lot of people are digging it, which is called the loyalty points can now be used across multiple brands. That's something new that Royal is doing. If you guys didn't know, you have Royal, you have Celebrity, and you have, I believe, Silver Seas, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's all 3 of them. And you can move points from one to the other. So the Royal Beach Group has also introduced a new loyalty feature that connects all 3 cruise brands, and the program is called Point Choice, and it was launched earlier this year, and it allows guests to earn the loyalty points across the Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Silver Seas. So, which is a cool thing. A lot of people were a little confused at the beginning as to how to do it, but I think people now gather all the information. So cruises can earn based of how many nights and sails, but they now have the option to decide which loyalty program receive those points. For example, if you take a Royal Caribbean cruise, and you could choose credit points to Royal Caribbean, Crown and Anchor Society, and apply them towards the Celebrity Captain Club instead. Guests have 14 days after your cruise to decide where to use those points. If they don't choose, the points automatically go to the brand they sail. So the way it works, if you travel for 7 days and you got back home, you have 14 days to figure out, is it going to stay in Royal, or am I going to move it to Celebrity or Silver Seas? But after those 14 days are done, it'll be automatic into your Royal Caribbean, or whichever. If you're traveling on Celebrity, it'll be automatically stuck there and you cannot move it. It is a flexible system that clearly is designed for people who cruise in multiple brands, and people seem to be very happy with it. Unlike loyal fans of another cruise line, we're not going to talk about who, but if you know, making changes to the loyalty program. So what did they do? So if you guys know that the other cruise line, where we had that whole debacle of which is still going, whether people believe it or not, that situation is still out there. People are not happy with that other cruise line. So Royal did, you know what? We're just going to make this better. Because a lot of people that travel a lot, like on Royal and things like that, they might want to build loyalty with Silver Seas and might want to do eventually down the road of Silver Seas. So they at least build some loyalty there. And that's pretty much what the program is all about. So going into bullet number 5, several ships are getting major upgrades. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but the Royal Caribbean isn't just focusing on the new ships in 2026. They're also spending money on some of their older ones. 3 ships are due to get the Royal Amplified treatment this year, which is Ovation of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, and Liberty of the Seas. These refurbishments are designed to bring older ships closer to look and feel more like the Royal Caribbean newer vessels, with updates in venues, extra cabins, and more of the restaurants and bar guests now expect. So, how many of you guys are happy for this? I've never been on Ovation or on Liberty, but I have been on Harmony in 2027 and then 2019. And I have not been on Harmony since, but I'm going to guess once they amplify her, she's probably going to look like a beautiful girl. And so is Ovation and Liberty of the Seas, because, you know, sometimes you got to amplify. And one cool thing, I don't know if you actually heard, their Royal is actually bringing in more ships, but they're not actually retiring any of their ships either. So they're expanding their brand for sure. Liberty of the Seas is probably getting the most noticeable set of changes. She's due to dry dock in April and May of 2026, and a refresh is fairly extensive because that girl, she needs it. Sabor is being replaced by Izumi and Teppanyaki. Boleros is making way for a full-service Starbucks and a pool deck, and being reworked with the lime and coconut El Loco Fresh and Cantina Fresca. There's also will be a Royal Escape Room, a larger casino, guys. Did you hear me right? A larger casino, fresh cabanas and deck, and quite a few extra cabins added and converting underused public spaces. Ovation of the Seas also getting a big update. Plans already shared, including a larger casino and removal of the music hall, in addition to Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, Izumi Teppanyaki, and Pesky Parrot Tiki Bar. It will be one of the Quantum class ships. She also set to get a sound cellar venue, plus the ultimate family suite and a panoramic suite. That is crazy. Harmony of the Seas is next in line too. Her upgrade is expected to include refreshed pool decks, solarium, lime and coconut, Samba Grill, Brazilian steakhouse, and a bigger much casino, and an ultimate family home. Take another, these aren't just little touch-ups. Royal is clearly trying to keep some of their older ships feeling fresh, modern, and much more competitive, with the newer ships grabbing all the attention. Liberty of the Seas will be sailing from the UK just after her refurbishment, so the UK guests can take a look as what's going forward and host a new feature. Is very exciting. I think they're doing something good, because people like these little older ships. They don't like the bigger ones. So for the people that like the older ships, and these people are getting refurbished, these girls, trust and believe that they're gonna look really cute. So if we go into bullet number 6, a new home port in Southern California, guys. So there's a new home port, and Royal Caribbean is also expanding and expressing in the U.S. West Coast. Starting in October 2026, the cruise line will begin sailing from San Diego for the first time. Serenade of the Seas will be based there and offer cruises to Ensenada and the Mexican Riviera. Could you imagine? That is crazy. The ship will also visit La Paz, which is also a new destination for Royal Caribbeans and its itineraries. Until now, as you guys know, Royal Caribbean has mainly used the port of Los Angeles and San Pedro for its California sailings. Adding San Diego as a home port gives traveler in Southern California another convenient option. So if you guys ever want to go to Southern California, then at least you know, if you're loyal to Royal, that they're going to have a ship there for you to use. Just keep in mind that for now, it's going to be the Serenade of the Seas, but eventually maybe it'll be something a little bit more different. Number 7, this is a change that I actually heard about, and it's already been implemented, guys. I know you guys already heard about this one, and if you didn't and it's your first time, well, listen up. Changes to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. Royal Caribbean has also made a small but noticeable change to its drinks package, and is one of the new of the few negative changes in 2026. People did not like this change at all. I didn't like the change. From the March 15th of 2026, the Coca-Cola Freestyle Souvenir Cup will no longer be included with the deluxe beverage package or the refreshment package. Without the cup, guests can get used to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines on board, which normally allow you to mix and match dozens of soda flavors. The cup hasn't disappeared completely, though. Guests can still buy one. That's right. You're going to buy one on board of for one-off fee of $4.99. If that, and then you can access the machine. So you're going to get your refreshment package, and you don't need to get the cup because you can use any other cup with your refreshment package. And one thing that I noticed when I was on World, and I think this is how it's going to work on Royal, because I had the package, MSC does not provide you a cup like Royal does, and you put in your cup, and then it asks you for like your cabin number, and then you will put in your cabin number on the little thingy, and then it'll dispense your soda, so it knows that you have a package. But if you are a cup collector, because some people, whether you like it or not, people collect all sorts of different things, then you would have to dish out the $4.99 thing to get yourself a cup. Soft drinks themselves are still included in the Relevant drink package. You would just need to order them from the bar or serve instead of using them in the self-service dispensers. So in this one, in order for you to use the actual soda dispenser, you need the cup. In MSC, you don't need the cup. So in order for you, if you're not going to use the self-service dispenser, then you're going to have to go to the bar and get your soda. So it's a little bit, here you are, you're paying, because you're paying a pretty dollar. If you guys know, if you know, you're paying a pretty dollar for that drink package. That drink package can cost you about $500-$600 per person. Without the soda package, that probably going to cost you a little bit under $100. But at the end of the day, you know what it is to pay $100 to then go and make a line at the bar to get yourself a soda, where before it came with the cup and you dispense it on your own. So the classic soda package still includes a freestyle cup. The classic soda package still includes a freestyle as a cup as standard. So if you get just the soda package, you will get your cup as standard. It's only with the other two drinks package. Now this one is kind of cool. I actually investigated this one a while back when I heard about it. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard about this one, but if you have not, then here we go. We're going to jump on number 8. An adjusted cruise for a solar eclipse, guys. This is really cool. I don't know how many of you guys enjoy these kinds of things. I love it. I remember, I think it was last year, Stephanie and I, we went on a cruise, and we were at the, at Perfect Day, we were at the Adults Island part of it, and they had an eclipse, and we saw it. It was really cool to see. The Royal Caribbean has actually altered the route of Liberty of the Seas cruise so passengers can get the best possible view in the total solar eclipse on August 12th of 2026. So if you're sailing on the Liberty of the Seas on August 12th of 2026, you guys are in it for a treat. The solar eclipse is a big deal this year, and there are many cruises lines offering dedicated sailing, but it is rare that a cruise line plans a sailing listening to feedback and then adjusting things to remove a port altogether. But that's what happened here. The 9 nights sailing departs Southampton on the 7th of August was originally scheduled to visit Lisbon. That stop has now been removed so that the ship can reposition itself directly on the path of totally instead of Lisbon, and the ship will visit ports including Bilbao, Gijón, Vigo, and La Coruña and Le Havre. The total eclipse are incredible locations dependent, so positioning a cruise ship is the right place at the right time, and it takes a careful planning, guys. Royal Caribbean clearly decided that it was worth adjusting the itinerary to give guests the best chance of seeing the full eclipse. I'm not sure how many of you guys enjoy something like this. I would enjoy something like this. And I've been to Lisbon. Lisbon is so pretty, but if I had to skip a port, I would like to do something like this. That's my personal preference. I'm not sure how many of you guys would like to do something like this. But going to number 9, because we got number 9 and number 10, and then we're just going to chit chat about all of this stuff. New ships class have been announced. How many of you guys know what the next class of ships is coming down the pipe with Royal Caribbean? Put it down in the comments. Royal Caribbean is also looking further into the future, guys. There's new stuff coming into the fleet. In 2026, the company confirmed plans of brand new Discovery class ships with its first expected debut in 2029. Details are still fairly limited, but early indications suggest that these ships could be smaller than many of the cruise line newest vessels. It has proved to be the case, and it can allow Royal Caribbean to visit ports that the larger ships cannot access, potentially opening the door for more varied itineraries and destinations. If you guys know, Icon of the Seas, Star, Legends, Heroes, and everything else that's coming down the pipe won't be able to port in some of the smaller ports. And a lot of people, like me, we want to see other stuff in the Caribbean or in Europe or in Asia. And these ships, they don't fit. They just don't. So they got to build something a little bit smaller. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this Discovery class ship does and how big these ships are. So in April of 2026, the cruise line announced orders for its 2 additional Icon class ship, which we talked about earlier, and currently known as 6 and 7 Icon. The vessels are scheduled to launch in 2029 and 2030, further extending the company's investment in this flagship design. It is still early days for both projects, but together they will offer an interesting glimpse into how Royal Caribbean's fleet could evolve over the next decade. Welcome in, Mustard Drill. Thank you so much for being here today. All I know is the new Carnival Destiny coming in 2029, but I have a star on the bow. That's a good one. That is a good one, Scott. For sure, that's a good one. I don't even know. I'll be honest. I love the Jubilee. I don't know why they stuck a star in there, because God forbid that they put that ship someplace else. Well, it's coming in with the star. I don't know if they're going to remove it, but. And I think the festival, ain't the festival going over there? I think I could be wrong. So the last one, it's a sticky situation. This last one we're going to talk about, which is number 10. And then we're going to open the floors to everybody, and we're going to just talk about all of this stuff. Number 10 is to me, is a really sticky situation. And the reason being is because we're going to talk about Labadee, guys. These visits here are still uncertain for sure. We don't know what's going to happen with Labadee. We don't know. And Labadee is a really nice place. Not sure if you guys have been. I have been to Labadee, loved it. But I also know that they want to keep us safe. So finally, there's a situation many Royal Caribbean cruisers are keeping an eye on, and Labadee is one of them. The cruise line suspended visit to Labadee, its private destination in Haiti, in 2025 due to the ongoing unrest of its country. Sailing that originally include Labadee have since been rerouted to other Caribbean ports. For now, those changes are expected to remain in place until at least mid-2026, although Royal Caribbean has said that it hopes to resume visits once it's safe to do so. And I'm going to stop right here, guys, because, as a travel advisor, there's a lot of things that I hear coming through my phone on a daily basis. And sometimes when you hear your customers or you see it on a Facebook page where they're upset, and I don't know if Carnival or somebody, not so long ago, some guy was upset at a counter screaming and hollering because the ship couldn't dock for some reason, and they were trying to keep everybody safe. And he was very upset because his daughter, I think, wanted to stop in Nassau, and they couldn't. It was something like that. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's all over, it went viral. But guys, as a travel advisor, I'm here to tell you the ships, these companies are there to keep you safe. And I have had some clients, and I've seen it on Facebook, where people get upset. Oh, I booked to go to Labadee. I wanted to go there. And now Royal changed it to take me someplace else. They're trying to keep you safe. And it's not just Royal, every cruise line, that is their job. Their job is to keep you guys safe. If they can't go there, it's because they don't want to put you in harm's way. That's why it says once it's safe to do so, they will have broadly removed the port from their schedule. And once it's safe to go, they will take all of you guys there with no problems. If you have cruised or booked a Labadee on the itinerary, it was worth keeping an eye out, potentially changes in case it comes back into their schedule. So, just keep in mind, because a lot of people, I guess, they don't understand. Like, I know that sometimes we make plans, because I have made plans and they have not gone through, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be upset. I'm just going to be thankful that, they're trying to keep me safe, and then we'll do something completely different. It has happened, guys, and it might not happen to you yet, but it is bound to happen if you're a cruiser and you cruise a lot. The arrival of the brand new Icon class ship will grab most of the headlines, but there's plenty more happening behind the scenes too. The new private destinations, major ship upgrades, loyalty changes, and new home ports all point to the cruise line that is continuing to expand in multiple directions. And to end this, for the cruises, that mostly mean more ships to choose from, new places to visit, and a few policy tweaks to keep in mind when planning your next sailing. So guys, I'm going to say this, and if for whatever reason you guys feel that the sailing might change for one reason or another, just keep in mind it's for your safety. But also keep in mind that if depending on the time that you're traveling or cruising, things might change. So for instance, if you're traveling during hurricane season, things might change. So if you don't want to be disappointed, then maybe travel either earlier in the year or things like that. So just keep in mind, be mindful, guys. We're just trying to make sure that you're keeping, we got to keep you safe. But hopefully you like this information on Royal Caribbean. There's a lot of massive information that I just gave you, a lot of changes. Some of them you already have heard, but I wanted to bring that out to you and kind of like talk to you about it, because sometimes, we're on a daily that we don't hear any of these things. And I'm not sure if you guys listen through it through the news or you get an email about it. But like today, I got an email from Royal Caribbean. They actually have their brand new credit card that's called the Royal Card. The Royal Card. One of them is a regular credit card. The other one, you have a yearly fee of $99 for the Royal Card. I was like, this is crazy. But if you have a Royal Card, kudos to you. Let me know how that works for you. But one thing that I really liked about the Royal Card when I was reading their information is that if you use it in Europe, you have no fees. There's no exchange fees. So you might need a Royal Card if you go to Europe, and those exchange fees can cost a lot of money. It could put a little dent in your pocket, whether we believe it or not. Because I went to Europe, and for every $1,000, I think I lost like 200 and something dollars. Think about that. So for every $1,000, I got 875 euros. So yeah, so it's a lot of money. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this show. I just wanted to bring you information on Royal, give you all of that information as a travel advisor. I will be bringing some people onto the show. I want to bring back my MSC Cruise manager. You guys know her last time from Cassidy. I'm gonna bring back Mr. Royal to the Royally Kirk. Or Mr. Kirk. He is our Royal manager. So I'm going to be getting some dates with them. I'm going to get some information from them, and I'm going to bring them here, and we're going to have a different show, and it's going to be with them, and we're going to be able to ask questions. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put it on the live stream ahead of time so that you guys can prepare. And I would like that whenever you see one of them come in, if it's something, if it's a cruise line, or let me know if it's a cruise line that you want me to bring somebody from that cruise line to come in on the show and talk to us. Let me know. I can do that. And I want to be prepared with some questions for them. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be something that I want to do this year. I'm also going to be bringing in some other YouTube content creators into the channel. I always like to bring up, all sorts of different things, have a little bit of different variety. But now I'm actually giving you guys a little bit more information, what's going on in the different cruise lines and perspective. I know that I gave Jaden, I have these next 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about all sorts of different topics. Let me see, because I actually sent it to him yesterday, and we're going to have some good topics to talk about here. Give me a quick second. Let me look it up here, because my schedule has been a little crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Disney. Next week, we're going to do Disney. Disney does it better? We're going to talk about Disney. Royal versus MSC prices. We're going to talk about that. And the top 5 cruise lines guests are booking. The top 5 cruise lines Carnival guests are booking. We're going to talk about that one. All I know is the new. Oh, okay. I already read that. So yeah, we're going to talk about the 5 cruise lines Carnival guests are moving to. We're going to talk about that as well. So come these weeks, I'm going to prepare all of my live streams tonight so that you guys can see, and you guys can come back and let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys want to see something different, if there's a different cruise line that you want me to bring on board. And I could bring people from Royal Caribbean, Princess, MSC, Celebrity Cruises, Carnival. Let me see who else is out there. Norwegian. Let me see. Did I miss any of the big ones? I don't think so. But if you guys want somebody to come here to the show, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to bring them along. We can ask some questions, have some fun, and maybe have some freebies, because I'll let them know to bring some stuff, and we could do some giveaways and different things like that. Also, there's a lot of new cool stuff coming to the channel. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring some content creators, and we're going to do different things this year. This year in June, in about 2 months, a little less than 2 months, the channel will be in their 3rd year anniversary. Crazy to know that we're here 3 years already. It's just mind blowing just to know that it's been 3 years. If you guys like the content, just hit the like button. I see a lot of people coming in. Thank you guys for everybody that does not comment, but is always here faithfully. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel out. And yeah, we're going to be doing great things. For Across the Wave tomorrow, we're going to be in the Port of Lisbon. We're going to be talking about the Port of Lisbon and Across the Wave. And also, Across the Wave is going to be changing soon. We're going to do something different with it. It's going to be more, we're going to do it like more if it was kind of more like a conversational. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be different. Hello, Miss Margot, coming to you from Tokyo, going on the Silver Seas Moon Time. Well, you know what, girl? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Have a great time. Take a lot of pictures in Tokyo. Are you over there with Ed, your husband, or you just went by yourself? Let me know. But I'm so happy. I can't wait to see all the pictures that you're going to have from Tokyo. That's going to be a lot of fun, Margot. I'm super happy for you. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing a lot of different things for our Across the Wave show on Tuesday. Okay, so you're going solo. Well, enjoy your time. Stay safe, Miss Margot. And I'm looking forward to all the cool pictures. But yeah, we're gonna be doing something different in Across the Wave. It's gonna be more interactive, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're actually working with Keith and with Jeffy on that. So yeah, it's gonna be something new for this year. And Across the Wave is going on also 3-year anniversary this year. And I know we didn't celebrate its 2-year anniversary, but we are going to do something really cool this year for its 3rd anniversary. I'm not sure what I want to do for the channel for our 3rd year anniversary in June, but guys, I might do something really cool and do some giveaways and things like that. And we're going to celebrate our 3-year anniversary because it's a little milestone. You know, we've been here for 3 years. It's crazy how fast time flies, guys. It's just insane how quickly, you know, time just flies. And, you know, I guess when you're having so much fun and you're just working and doing all this cool stuff, it's just like mind blowing how time just flies by. Like the week that we were on World America last week, it was just flying by. But it was because we were taking a lot of classes, a lot of different things. Margot is here. She was with me over there. You know, it was one thing after the other, and changing clothes, going to a cocktail party, changing again, going to a dinner. It was just crazy, but we had a great time. So I'm just going to shout out. Thank you, Expedia, for hosting, and MSC Cruises for hosting us on our Anchor conference. It was a lot of fun. Next year, we're going to be going to Alaska, and it's going to be on the Norwegian Encore. Looking forward to that one. I can't wait so I can come in so we can get on that ship and be ready to set sail on our 4th year anniversary of Anchor at Sea. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of traveling coming through. Next month, we're going to be on Utopia of the Seas. It's going to be May 29th to June 1st. As you guys know, my daughter's getting married, so we're going to be celebrating her bridal shower or her bachelorette party. It's going to be in Utopia of the Seas next month. And once I roll out of there, I'm going to go right back in 3 days later, and I'm going to jump on Star of the Seas. Star of the Seas, I'm going to go with my oldest daughter, and we're going to have a good time. It's just going to be a mother-daughter. And I'm going to try to, since I already been on Star, but the time that I went on Star, it was only like for like 3 days. This time I want to grab, you know, immerse myself in it and do some vlogging and kind of do something different for you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun vlogging there. And then after we get back in June on Star, then we're going to hop back on her again in October because Sophie wanted to celebrate her 18th birthday, and we're going to do it on Star of the Seas. And then November, we're going to have Legends for the inaugural sailing on Legends of the Seas. And then that's November. Then in December, I have my daughter's wedding. And then we started all over again for the following 2027. I am going to be doing a group cruise. If anybody is interested, let me know. We're going to be going to Greece. We're going to be leaving out of Athens. I'm looking to doing like a 3-day pre and a 3-day post cruise. You don't have to do the whole thing, but we're going to be doing 3 days in Athens, and it's going to stop in Barcelona. And I want to do maybe 3 or 4 days in Barcelona to check out all of that area out. Last year when we went, we got off in Barcelona and then we flew out to Paris. But I'm not sure if if maybe we do Barcelona a couple of days and a couple of days in Milan. So we're trying to figure out and tweak that part of it. But if you just want to do the cruise with us, then you can just do the cruise. You don't have to do the whole shebang. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. I do have something I want to share with you guys. Let me look it up here. Here you guys go.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've got an exciting group cruise announcement for you. This time around, it's going to be a very special occasion, as we have managed to get an invite to the inaugural sailing of the one and only MSC World Atlantic. This time around, we'll be sailing out from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on November 13th, 2027. From there, the ship will be docking at Nassau in the Bahamas on the 14th and MSC's private Ocean Cay Marine Reserve on the 15th. After that, there'll be a relaxing day at sea where you can be one of the first people to explore this lovely new ship. On the 17th, they'll be docking in Cozumel, Mexico, followed by Costa Maya in Mexico on the 18th. From there, a single day at sea will be taking you back to Orlando to conclude the inaugural sailing. Be sure to book your cabins quick, as inaugurals like this tend to sell out really fast. You can contact us at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com or call us directly at 813-608-2935. We hope to see you on board with us.
Well, there you guys have it. I hope to see you guys on board with us. We're going to be doing the inaugural sailing for the World Atlantic, the MSC World Atlantic, in November 13, 2027. We have a group cruise on it. I still have some cabins left. So if you are interested in something like that, give me a call and I can give you all the details and the pricing and all of that cool shenanigans so that you guys can come along with us. Hello, Miss Katie. How are you today, my love? Thank you so much for being here, ma'am. And yeah, so it's going to be a lot of all sorts of different cruises. Next year, I think I want to do something maybe in Europe. I'm trying to figure out because I know we're going to be going to Athens in 2028. So I want to do something in Europe possibly next year. But I don't know if it's going to be a cruise. Maybe it's going to be more land based. So we're, I'm still trying to figure, next year's calendar out. This year, we already have everything set. Unless something comes, I'm not planning on adding more stuff because I know that in July, whether it's July or September, I might be going to see my dad in Puerto Rico, but then we might be going to Texas and I might be bringing you guys along for all of that. So I still have a couple of weeks that I'm still trying to figure out, but I think we have something pretty much for the rest of this year. Something is going on each month. I think the only month that we don't have something available is in August. And I might put something, there in August. So yeah, one thing, guys, that I wanted to let you know, and I know this is off topic. Today, I was looking at because I was thinking of going to the Halloween, what is it? That thing, the Disney Halloween parade thing that they do every year. And I noticed I needed to renew my Disney pass. Guys, it went up. It didn't go up by a whole lot. It went up by like $7. But I was like, oh my God, like $7 more. But you know me, I'm going to do it because this year I want to do something different. I know we're not a Disney Channel or anything like that, but I do love Disney. I love my Tinkerbell. And I think I renew my pass and I think I'm going to use a little bit more of it to bring you guys a little bit of the parks and things like that. So I'm going to, because, we're a travel channel, so we could do anything on the channel. So I'm going to bring you guys some content in Disney also this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a little bit of mix of different things. So you probably will see when you see the Disney content is because we already did everything we needed to do with cruise. And then maybe we have a little bit of a gap space. So I'm going to put the Disney content in that area. But like I said, if you guys want to check out, who do you want me to bring into the channel? Who do you want to see? Let me know because I'll be more than happy to accommodate and see if I can either find the person and bring them along or get one of the cruise lines to come in and have a good time with us here. And we're meeting new channels. Shout out to, there's a new channel that I actually spoke with her yesterday. Give me a second. Let me look it up because I don't want to give the wrong information to you guys. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second real quick. Okay. So I spoke with Wendy and I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard of her, but her channel name is The 4. So is the word the number 4, Ever Blessed Family. They are a YouTube community channel and they've been doing YouTube for about 6 years. And one of the cool things about her is that she does a lot of Disney. So if you're into Disney and you wanted to maybe check something new, so check them out. And I will put it in here in the comments. So it's The Forever Blessed Family. And I know that there's another gentleman. His name is Thomas. I think it's Cruising with Thomas. If you guys saw my live stream in World America, go check him out. Give him a like over there. Let him know, give him some love from Travel Adventures. And also, if you check out the Forever Blessed family, give them a shout out. Say, hey, Travel Adventures have mentioned you on her channel, and go check them out. And yeah, I talked to her yesterday, so it's somebody new, that I'm meeting. And it's always good to meet people from the community and be able to, do different things with them. So I'm looking forward to that. Look at Danielle, hit the like bottom. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, guys. So hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful week so far. It's only Tuesday, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Across the Wave, and we're coming all the way from Lisbon. I wish I would have been in Lisbon right now, to be honest with you. It would be nice to do an Across the Wave from the port that you're actually talking to. That'll be great. That's one of the cool things about doing YouTube, that you can take it anywhere you want and do whatever you want. But maybe one day, we'll do it from the port. So that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, tomorrow will be the Port of Lisbon, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. It's going to be with Cruising with Keith and Escapades with Jeffy. And it's going to be a fun time. We always have a good time over there, and we have a blast, enjoying our time together. And like always, I enjoy being here with you guys on Tuesday and spending the time with you all. Everybody that came into the channel, thank you so much for being here. And for those of you that have been here for a while, thank you guys. You always support me in different many ways. If you like what you see, and if you want to join our channel, there's a join membership that you guys can get as well. That'll help the channel out, because whether people believe it or not, I pay for everything, all the cruises that we've been, except for the naming ceremony and things like that. Those I have been blessed enough that they have been gifted to me. But everything else that you see, I pay out of pocket for all of that. And it takes time, and it takes a lot of effort. And we have a team of people behind, just because you see me, I have a team of people that help me, with the creation of the vlogs, which I have Escapades with Jeffy, which you guys already know. He's my editor. I have my son that helps me. I have my other daughter that helps me. So I have a little bit of a team. Yeah, it's a family situation, but it's still a team. And we do it with all the love, for you guys. And I know the channel is continuing to grow. And I'm actually starting to feel the love, because you can see it now that the channel, we're going the right directions. You guys are loving the vlogs and all of that. So it's amazing. You don't understand how happy I am, with the community. And, just having you guys watch the vlogs, come here on the live stream, spend a little bit of time with me. It's amazing. And we have a lot more going on this year. And I just want to bring you even more of it. So as we continue to walk through this year in 2026, hopefully by the end of it, we have accomplished a whole lot of stuff with the channel. And we're going to be a little bit more active on TikTok and Instagram. So check us out over there. It's also under Travel Adventures. And once we start getting active over there, I will continue to let you guys know, so that you guys can go over there and check out the content. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much thank you, Mike, for being here. But thank you so much, guys, for being here with me today. I love you guys all to the moon and back. You know that I love you guys. May God bless each and every one of you guys, and stay safe. And I will see you back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Across the Wave, Port of Lisbon, with Cruising with Keith and Escapades with Jeffy. I will see you. Toodaloos and ta-ta for now. Toodles. Toodles. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Love you, Mike. Say hi to Miss Tracy. Love you, Donnell. Love you, Jen and Mustard Drill. Miss Katie. Hearts to you guys. And obviously the Queen of Disney. Love you, girl. I'll see you later. And if did I miss anybody? Margot, love you, Margot. Have fun in Tokyo. Have fun in Tokyo. And to everybody that doesn't comment, love you even more.